Hello, study buddies. Welcome to Grow Med. Welcome back to the Super 30 series, and today's topic is the ECG. So, ECG an important topic, and every year one question from the ECG is asked, like either the image they can give and they can ask to find out the diagnosis, or they can give like something about the ECG and they'll ask कि ECG में क्या changes दिख रही है करके. तो image based questions usually asked both in the FMG तो NEET PG दोनों के लिए. तो who all are attempting the NEET PG exam, even they can refer these videos, and इसमें we will be discussing all the things ऑफ द ECG. सारे जितने भी ECGs है सब हम डिस्कस करेंगे अभी, ठीक है, क्विकली. तो दिस विल बी अ रिवीजन काइंड ऑफ अ वीडियो. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं पूरा डीप में जाऊँगी सब कुछ पढ़ाऊँगी. तो क्विक रिवीजन काइंड का वीडियो है जिसको देखने के बाद में यू विल बी फीलिंग लाइक योर मेमोरी अबाउट द ECG विल बी रिवाइज्ड एंड ब्रश अप हो जाएगी मेमोरी. ओके, तो दीज वीडियोज आर एक्चुअली वेरी गुड फॉर वॉचिंग ड्यूरिंग द एग्जाम टाइम ऑल्सो. तो ऑल द इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स विल बी कवर्ड एंड in 5 to 10 minutes you can easily quickly recall all the important topics. ठीक है, तो let's begin. First one is the atrial fibrillation. तो atrial fibrillation में on the ECG the main thing you should see is this absent P waves and the rhythm will be irregular. ठीक है, तो this you can see here that usually जो normal ECG है उसमें क्या होता है कि P Q R S T. ठीक है, this is the P wave, this one is the Q dip, R S है, है. तो इसमें देखना यू कैन नॉट फाइंड दिस वन इज द QRS कॉम्प्लेक्स. यू कैन नॉट फाइंड अ P वेव हियर. ये जो है दिस इज द T वेव. दिस ऑल आर द T वेव्स. ये P वेव नहीं है. यू कैन ओनली सी वन स्मॉल वेव. ठीक है, तो एब्सेंट P वेव्स होती है एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन में. क्लासिकल सिम्टम ऑफ द एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन एंड यू कैन सी ऑल्सो द रिदम. द रिदम मीन्स बिटवीन द टू आर इंटरवल्स. तो यू कैन सी दैट रिदम बिल्कुल भी मैच नहीं कर रही है. इट इज़ लाइक irregular. So this one is the two important features seen on the ECG. If you find these two things in the ECG, then mark the answer as the atrial fibrillation. The cause is the multiple foci in the left atrium. तो लेफ्ट एट्रियम है. यूजुअली क्या होता है कि एस ए नोड है ना, एस ए नोड विल बी फायरिंग. तो एफ ए नोड जब फायर करेगा तब पी वेव की फॉर्मेशन होगी. बट इसमें क्या हो रहा है कि देयर आर मल्टीपल फोकाई एंड मल्टीपल फोकाई विल बी फायरिंग एक टाइम पे. तो क्या है कि पी वेव, कौन सा पी वेव आएगा इसमें. तो ऐसे में ट्विचिंग भी होती है मसल की, तो बहुत जल्दी ही कॉन्ट्रैक्शन भी होता है और रिदम भी इरेगुलर रहता है. ठीक है, तो दिस इज़ द मेन पैथोलॉजी बिहाइंड दिस फिब्रिलेशन एंड ट्रीटमेंट इज़ द निमोनिक इज़ द रेस. तो पहले हम रिदम कंट्रोल करेंगे, रेट कंट्रोल करेंगे. रेट कंट्रोल के लिए वी विल बी यूजिंग द ड्रग स्मोलोल और द कैल्शियम चैनल ब्लॉकर्स. देन ए से एंटी कोआगुलेशन, नोवल ओरल एंटी कोआगुलेंट, न्यू क्लास ऑफ द ड्रग दैट और वारफारिन विल बी गिवन. ठीक है, देन सी से हम केमिकल कार्डियोवर्शन करेंगे, मतलब कि जो रिदम है उसको मेंटेन करेंगे एंड वी विल बी डूइंग इट बाय यूजिंग अम्यूडोरन और आइब्यूटालाइट. एंड लास्ट जो स्टेप है वो है इलेक्ट्रिक कार्डियोवर्शन गिवन बाय द डीसी शॉक 200 जॉल्स लिख लो यहाँ पर 200 जॉल्स. ठीक है, so this one is the treatment for this atrial fibrillation. Another question was asked on this one. I exactly don't remember the year, but I think Jan में ही पूछा था. Jan 2024 में पूछा था शायद चैडवास्क. तो in atrial fibrillation Chadwick score is used to look at the स्ट्रोक रिस्क. मतलब कि अगर एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन है तो उस इंसान में कितना रिस्क है स्ट्रोक होने का. तो दिस इज़ द स्कोरिंग सिस्टम एंड विल नॉट गो मच डीप इन टू इट. अगर आपने मेडिसिन पढ़ा है तो आपको पता होगा कि व्हाट डज दिस स्टैंड फॉर. चैडवास्क स्कोर. ठीक है, तो if not then go into the medicine and revise it, the Chadwick score. ठीक है, तो this one is all about the atrial fibrillation which you must know. Then multifocal atrial tachycardia. तो नेम itself में ही है. what is this saying? atrial tachycardia, something associated with the atrium and multiple foci present है. तो see here. So the pathology is that more than 3 different morphology of P waves are seen because there are multiple foci present in the atrium and ये सारे फायर कर रहे एक साथ. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए क्या होता है कि P wave जो है वो एक फोका एक टाइम पे अगर फायर कर दिया तो अलग वेव आएगी, इसमें अलग वेव से आ रही है, इसमें अलग वेव से आ रही है, ठीक है। तो मल्टीपल फोकाई, मोर देन 3 डिफरेंट मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ पी वेव, दिस इज द पैथोलॉजी। एंड ऑन द ईसीजी व्हाट यू मस्ट लुक फॉर इज टेकिकार्डिया है तो ऑब्वियसली हार्ट रेट विल बी मोर देन 100 एंड आर इज इरेग्युलर। सो सी हियर दिस इज द ईसीजी, यू कैन सी हियर दिस पी वेव्स, पी वेव इधर देख लो, इधर लुक एट द पी वेव, दिस पी वेव इज डिफरेंट, सो ऑल द पी वेव्स आर डिफरेंट एंड कंपेयर द आर इंटरवल, इट इज़ ऑल्सो नॉट रेगुलर, इरेगुलर है, किसी किसी में बड़ा है, किसी में छोटा है, ओके। सो these are the two main important things which should be findings which you must know for this multifocal atrial tachycardia. And one thing, one trick for solving the ECG questions I'll tell you, whenever you see the ECG in the question, no, so पहले ECG देखना, then look at the options 1 2 3 and 4 ऑप्शंस दिया गया है। सो इफ़ दिस इज द ECG गिवन, नो फॉर लाइक एग्जांपल मल्टीफोकल एट्रियल टैकीकार्डिया का ECG दिया गया है, तो ऑप्शन में क्या होगा, एक में मान लो एट्रियल फिब्रिलेशन है, दूसरे में मल्टीफोकल एट्रियल टैकीकार्डिया है, दूसरे में टॉर्सोइडिस डी-पॉइंटिस है और तीसरे में हार्ट ब्लॉक है, ठीक है, चौथे में हार्ट ब्लॉक है। तो नाउ look at the options first and try to rule it out, try to solve the ECG questions like this way so that it will be easier for you. Atrial fibrillation, so atrial fibrillation, what is the thing which you must know, absent P wave, look at the P wave then rhythm, if these two findings are not there then rule out कि ये atrial fibrillation नहीं है। then come for the MF80, multiple focal atrial tachycardia में क्या होता है, 3 more than 3 P waves and रिदम शुड बी इरेगुलर, तो यहाँ पर देखो रिदम इरेगुलर है और मल्टी ये पी वेव्स भी है 3 से ज़्यादा मॉर्फोलॉजी के, तो दिस विल बी द आंसर। अभी टॉर्सोइडिस डी-पॉइंटिस में क्या होगा, टॉर्सोइडिस डी-पॉइंटिस में द वेव्स विल बी कम्प्लीटली लाइक दिस, ठीक है, वेंट्रिकुलर कॉज होगा, द वेव्स विल बी लाइक दिस, तो ऐसा कुछ पिक्चर है नहीं इसमें, तो रूल आउट दिस ऑल्सो। एंड हार्ट ब्लॉक में क्या होगा, यू नीड टू लुक एट द हार्ट ब्लॉक विच टाइप इट इज़, फर्स्ट डिग्री और सेकेंड डिग्री। इफ़ इट इज़ फर्स्ट डिग्री हार्ट ब्लॉक, नो, उसमें क्या होता है कि द PR इंटरवल will gradually be increasing, तो if this is the ECG ऐसे होगा PQRST then PQRST then P, so you can see here the RR interval is increasing, so if this finding is seen then it will be the heart block। तो ऐसे करके I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to explain you how to solve the ECGs। तो पहले ECG मत पढ़ने लगना, इट विल बी कन्फ्यूजिंग, तो इसीलिए लुक एट द ऑप्शंस एंड वो ऑप्शंस में वो फाइंडिंग ECG में देखना, इफ़ यू फाइंड दैट ऑप्शन गिवन इन द ECG देन मार्क दैट एज द आंसर, ओके। सो दिस इज अ सिंपल ट्रिक और सिंपल वे टू सॉल्व द ECGs. Now MF80, the most common cause is the COPD, drug of choice is the verapamil and DC shock is contraindicated in case of this one, remember this one, this can be asked as a question, so these are the important things। then atrial flutter, so atrial flutter में the pathology is that at the right cavo tricuspid isthmus there will be क्या बोलते हैं, recurrent flow of the, मतलब बार बार at this is a right tricuspid isthmus, तो around this point the current will be flowing like this एक के बाद continue, so ऐसे में क्या होगा कि there will be continue firing of the this SA node and due to which there will be multiple P waves, so the classical finding of this one is the sawtooth pattern, multiple P waves at once, multiple P wave, you can see here ऐसे P wave, so this is the classical finding, sawtooth pattern seen with the atrial flutter, then the rhythm will be irregularly regular, this one is an important one, remember this one, irregular rhythm, and this will be leading to the pulse deficit means when you count the heart rate will be different, the pulse rate will be different, so this one is called as the pulse deficit, and treatment is same, the race which we had discussed for the atrial fibrillation, the same one, esmolol देंगे, oral anticoagulant warfarin abitulate, but the DC shock, the amount of DC shock which we will be giving in this one will be different, 20 to 25 joules, ठीक है, तो remember this image। then PSVT or also called as the AVNRT, that is the paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia, supraventricular tachycardia means atrium का ही है ये, atrioventricular nodal re-entry tachycardia ऐसे करके भी बोला जा सकता है इसको। so the ECG will look something like this one, it is tachycardia, तो see the what the distance between the RR is very small, so that means this is tachycardia. Then the QRS is also normal. The QRS will also be normal, and the P wave will be hidden. You just can't see the P wave. See, there's only one wave which is visible here, and that is the T wave. P wave is present, but it is hidden P wave, not like the atrial fibrillation in which the P wave, complete P wave will be absent. No, in this the P wave will be there, but it will be hidden. Then treatment depends on the blood pressure. If the systolic blood pressure is less than 90, then we need to go with the synchronized DC shock. If it is more than 20, then carotid sinus massage. So by doing this carotid sinus massage, now we will be stimulating the heart, and the heart rate can be reduced. Okay, so SMA we can do this one, carotid sinus massage. Then adenosine भी दे सकते हैं, and synchronized DC shock can be given 200 to 200 joules. And the prophylaxis, for the prophylaxis we will be giving the EPS, then ablation of the pathway, and verapamil, which is a calcium channel blocker. So this one is the treatment modality for this PSPT, and this is the ECG how it looks. So look at the RR interval and the P wave and the QRS, it is very narrow. Then moving on to ventricular tachycardia. Ventricular tachycardia is classified into the two types, monomorphic and the polymorphic. Monomorphic means the morphology, see, single morphology, एक type की morphology दिखेगी पूरे में, and there will be tachycardia of the ventricles. Means tachycardia means heart rate obviously more than 100. And whenever I mention about the tachycardia, no, so remember this point that whenever the heart rate will be increased, the RR interval will reduce. RR के जो बीच में gaps है, जो boxes है, that will be less. And whenever this bradycardia, heart rate means less than 60 हो जाएगी, and the RR interval, the gap between the RR interval will be increased. तो ऐसे में these basic things if you apply into the question, and when you're reading, like if you understand and read like this, no, तो बहुत easy होता है ECG solve करना. ठीक है, तो this is one of the way how you come to know whether it is tachycardia or the bradycardia. ठीक है, तो वेंट्रिकुलर टेकिकार्डिया है तो आरआर इंटरवल कम रहेगी. वेंट्रिकल समथिंग एसोसिएटेड विद द क्यूआरएस, यू शुड रिमेंबर इट लाइक दिस. मॉर्फोलॉजी मीन्स द वेव्स, द मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ द वेव्स विल बी सेम टाइप, तो सेम पैटर्न विल बी सीन. सी हियर द पैटर्न इज सेम, सिमिलर पैटर्न की दिख रही है यहाँ पर. ठीक है, तो यू कैन सी हियर द ब्रॉड क्यूआरएस जो है वो बहुत ब्रॉड हो गया है, एंड यू कैन समटाइम्स सी प्रीमेच्योर वेंट्रिकुलर कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, एंड जोसेफ्सन साइन ऑल्सो कैन बी सी. जोसेफ्सन साइन इन द सेंस समथिंग लाइक दिस, ऐसे टाइप के साइंस दिखेंगे तुमको इन द ECGs, एंड दिस पैटर्न, दिस अपीयरेंस इज कॉल्ड एज द साइनोसॉइडल अपीयरेंस. दिस अपीयरेंस लाइक दिस. ओके, so this one is the ventricular tachycardia. Then the cause behind this one is the AV dissociation, मतलब कि atrial is contracting on its way and ventricle is contracting on its way, so there's complete loss of the communication between the atrium and the ventricle, causing this one because there is an ectopic foci present in the ventricle. ठीक है, तो usually क्या होता है कि the SA node will be giving the signal to the bundle of His, and then the ventricles will be contracting. But now SA node will give signals to the atrium, atrium will contract by itself, and if something there is ectopic foci in the ventricle, that will be firing the ventricle, causing the contraction of the ventricle. So there will be complete miscommunication between both of them. Then see, the treatment is, if the patient is stable, then we will be giving the ड्रग्स देके हम ट्रीट कर सकते हैं, अम्यूडरॉन, प्रोकेनामाइड, IV लिग्नोकेन. बट इफ़ इट इज़ अनस्टेबल देन DC शॉक देना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, दिस इज़ द ट्रीटमेंट. देन polymorphic ventricular tachycardia discussed, everything has been discussed already. Tachycardia, heart rate increase होगा, ventricular होगा. The only difference between the polymorphic and the monomorphic is morphology will be different. Polymorphic, as you can see here, the waves are not in a single morphology, so अलग अलग category के waves आपको दिख रही है इसमें. So that one is the classical feature with the polymorphic tachycardia, and this is also called as a torsades T pointis. Then the management is the MgSO4 PYQ. Remember this one, PYQ. For the monomorphic tachycardia, MgSO4 is used. Then ventricular fibrillation. The fibrillation again, like there will be abnormal cardiac activity, and this is associated with the ventricles. Ventricles will not be contracting properly, like there will be something associated with the twitching activity of the ventricles. And if the patient is stable, IV amiodarone. Unstable में defibrillator, CPR देंगे, and adrenaline 3 times IV adrenaline we will be giving. Then the next type is the ventricular bigeminy. So the ECG in this will be the classical feature seen will be conducted and non-conducted QRS. Conducted waves means each wave followed by a क्या बोलते हैं P wave followed by QRS, then followed by T wave. This one will be called as a normal conducted wave. But sometimes in this there will be one wave will be conducted, one wave will not be conducted. See, this one is the conducted wave, this one is the non-conducted wave. तो ऐसे में alternate जब waves आएंगी, then that is associated with the bigeminy, and treatment is the lignocaine, again PYQ. Then electrical alterance. So remember this one, that it is associated with the pericardial effusion and the cardiac tamponade, because if a clinical case is being described about the pericardial effusion or the cardiac tamponade, then this can be described in the clinical case. So the heart rate will be increased and the QRS amplitude varies. So electrical alterance में क्या होगा कि see here the height of the QRS, that one will be varying. ठीक है, that one is associated with this electrical alterance. Just remember one thing, and by seeing the ECG you can easily identify. Look at the height of this one, look at the height of this one. Okay, then WPW syndrome, the classical symptom seen feature seen with this is the delta wave. Delta wave in the sense this one you can see here, no, this sudden rise in the क्या बोलते हैं this wave, sudden like this क्या बोलते हैं वो स्टीप जाता है ना ऐसे, उस टाइप का. बिकॉज सी द थिंग इज नॉर्मली क्या होता है, दिस इज द P wave, Q will be like this, a dip will come in the Q, then QRS Q, then R and S will be coming. But in WPW what happens is that there will be an alternate pathway present. This one is the alternate pathway. So by passing the main pathway the current is flowing through this bundle of Kent. तो bundle of Kent से जब flow होता है, this Q will be absent and it will not go deep, just it will go like this, QRS आएगा. This is called as the delta wave, classical feature seen with the WPW syndrome. तो ट्रीटमेंट के लिए the रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी अब्लेशन करना, दिस इज द मेन modality treatment. But if at all there is an emergency, the drug of choice is the procainamide, and for prophylaxis oral flecainide will be given. I hope you have understood between this WPW syndrome what is the exact reason and how the wave will be formed, the delta wave. Then Longin-Gestalt syndrome, this is also similar to the WPW syndrome, and in this what happens is that the PR interval will be reduced and the QRS will be broad, and in this also there is an alternate pathway present called as a Gannon pathway from where the current will be passing. तो similar ही है ये. The only thing is इसमें delta wave दिखता है, इसमें delta wave नहीं दिखता है. Then right bundle branch block. So the bundle branch block means this is the ventricles, this is the bundle of His. तो right side में जो bundle जाएगी that one bundle branch, and the left will be called as left bundle branch. So whenever this blockage present in this, that time it is called as a bundle branch block. So how can you differentiate between the left and the right? See, in the right side there will be formation of M in the V1 and the V2 leads. We need to look at the leads, V1 lead and V2 lead, and the QRS will be wide. तो see here M करके जो फिगर बन रहा है V1 में, and in B6 we need to look for the figure W. तो it is remember like Marrow in 1 and William in 6, ऐसे करके you can remember M in 1 and W in 6. तो ऐसे करके mnemonic to remember this one. The ECG changes for the right bundle branch block and similarly for the left bundle branch block. इसमें क्या होता है, टॉल एंड ब्रॉड आर वेव होता है, बट इसमें उल्टा दिखता है, W इन द V1 एंड M इन द V6. तो विलियम इन 1 and Marrow in 6. तो opposite of that one will be C, left bundle and right bundle branch block. Okay, now let's discuss some electrolyte imbalances, hyperkalemia and this hypokalemia. This is very very important one because frequently questions are asked on this kalemia. And potassium, no, it is highly dangerous. अगर levels थोड़ी सी भी कम होगी ना तब भी it will cause cardiac abnormalities, और अगर ज़्यादा हुआ तब भी it will be causing cardiac abnormalities. तो potassium is like बहुत अनस्टेबल सा इलेक्ट्रोलाइट है. तो सी इफ देर इज हाइपरकैलेमिया नो यू कैन सी टॉल टेंटेड टी वेव्स. बहुत बार पूछा गया है दिस क्वेश्चन. मार्क इट डाउन PYQ and you can see a peaked P waves, tall tented P waves. This one is the Q R S. This one is the tall T wave. ठीक है. तो whenever you see these findings and the T wave, no, the height of this T wave should be more than 1/3 of the QRS complex, then we will be consider it as tall tented T waves and we will consider it as a hyperkalemia. But in case of hypokalemia, what you can see is T wave inversion हो जाएगा and associate other things associated with the pseudopope pulmonale and prominent U wave. So you can see here, see U wave is usually not seen in the normal ECG, but if you can see it in the ECG, then you can associate it with the hypokalemia and T wave inversion. See, just remember one thing, potassium, अगर potassium की levels ज़्यादा होगी तो T wave will also be increase, the size of T wave will increase. if potassium की levels कम होगी तो T wave की size भी कम हो जाएगी और कभी कभी तो उल्टा ही हो जाएगी, inverted T waves. ठीक है. तो ऐसे में you can remember it. and prominent P wave, pseudopope pulmonale. ठीक है. तो these are the things associated with this kalemia. Then hypothermia, in the hypothermia you can see the Osborn wave, a wave here like this after the QRS complex in the V5 यहाँ पर दिख रहा है. This is the Osborn wave. Image based question can also be asked. They can just give this image and they can ask what is the diagnosis, hypothermia. Then this one is the epsilon wave, something like this epsilon wave after the QRS complex, and this one is seen in the ARVD. The full form is the arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia, and in that you can see this epsilon wave. Then this one is quite famous. This was asked as a PYQ. The acute pulmonary thromboembolism, APTE stands for the thromboembolism, pulmonary thromboembolism, and this one is the ECG finding seen S1Q3T3. That means in the first wave we need to look at the S, and this S will be deep in the first wave. S will be deep in the first wave. In the third wave, third wave in the sense क्या बोलते हैं, first lead and in the third lead. In the third lead you need to look at the Q and the 3. The T will be inverted and the Q will be deep. ठीक है. तो see, as you can see here, the S1QT3P pattern, T3 in third limb and the Q inverted and this one in the first limb. So this one is the pattern associated with this acute pulmonary thromboembolism. Now let's discuss the heart blocks, the types of the heart blocks and which type of abnormality is seen. See, heart block is classified into the 3 categories. इधर ही लिखना heart block. First degree है, second degree, again classified into the Mobitz type 1, type 2 and third degree. Third degree में क्या होता है, see, it's very simple, no need to go much deep into it. First degree में क्या होता है कि there is gradual progression of the PR interval. Just remember this one. Then in the third degree what happens is there is complete dissociation of the A and atrium and the ventricle. मतलब miscommunication. Atrium is contracting on its own, ventricle is contracting on its own. That one will be called as a third degree heart block. Now we'll discuss about the type 2. 1 and 2. This only is a little bit confusing. And we'll discuss the ECG also. So yes, this one is the first degree heart block. In this you can see gradual PR interval increasing. So this one is the PR interval. You can see it increasing. If you want you can calculate the boxes also. So this one and this one. This is the P wave, this is the T wave, this is the QRS complex. ठीक है. So this one is the gradual increasing in the ECG first degree heart block. Then second degree called as a Mobitz type 1, Mobitz type 2. So in this, see, you can see 2 findings. First one, in the type 1 what happens is the PR interval is gradually increasing and there is a dropped beat or the missed beat. So you can remember like the feature of the secondary heart block is the missed beat. Okay, missed beat is the feature of the secondary heart block. How to differentiate between type 1 and type 2 is type 1 में there will be gradual increasing in the PR interval. You can see here, this is the PR, here comparatively to this and to this, it is increased. Okay, and here you can see one QRS complex is only missing, so that one is the dropped beat. Then in type 2, the QR PR interval is normal. You can see here it is normal only, and there is one missing beat QRS complex, one missing QRS complex. ठीक है, तो this one is for the type 2. Then type 3 में क्या होता है कि there is complete AV dissociation. मतलब you can see here, no, see this P wave is here, this T wave, sometimes the T and P are collaging, merging each other. Then here the T wave is coming just after the P wave, there's so much gap between this. So ऐसे में this one is like not a proper ECG, so complete AV dissociation can be seen. So this is about the heart blocks. Okay, then the last thing to discuss in this is the ST wave, the ST segment. In some conditions you can see the elevation of this ST segment, and in some in diseases you can see the depression. See, this one is the P wave, Q R S, Q R S will come like this, and the T wave will come like this. If this one is elevated like this, then this one will be called as the ST elevation, and if this ST wave comes something like this, then it is called as the ST depression. Okay, so you can appreciate it here clearly. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर देखो यस पूरा आ ही नहीं रहा ना, इट इज़ नॉट कमिंग हियर कम्प्लीटली, इधर ही आके ऐसे में हो रहा है. सो दिस वन इज द ST एलिवेशन, दिस one is the ST depression. So these are the diseases in which you can see the elevation and the depression. Okay, so remember these names. So that's all in this video, and I hope this video will clear all your doubts related to the ECG, because ECG is a quite difficult topic, and बहुत सारे लोगों को मिस्टेक्स होती है इसमें ECG फाइंड आउट करने में, एंड इट विल नॉट कम लाइक क्विकली ऑल्सो. तो mastering ECG and learning the skills is a very hard process, and you need to practice it and apply the tricks. So look at the more and more ECGs and try to solve more and more questions related to this ECG, so that in the exam whichever ECG will come, you can clearly identify it and solve it. Okay, so comment below how do you find this video, was it useful to you, and share this video with your friends. Subscribe to GrowMed if you're new to GrowMed, and for the PDF join the Telegram channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am Dr. Padmini, your mentor for the FMGE. All the best for the exam.